Welcome to the Preston Innovations July new product launch. Now there's no one better than Kerry. He's going to give you all the information about all these fantastic products. So let's get over to Kerry and he's going to fly through everything, all the info that you guys need to know.
The Response Ultra landing net handle. Now this is no exaggeration to say this is the best landing net handle I've ever used or seen. We were tasked at Preston Innovations with creating the best handle we could possibly make, and we've done it in this Response Ultra landing net handle. It's incredibly strong, light and stiff. These are the major characteristics that you want from a landing net handle, especially if you're catching big fish, small fish, whatever fish you're catching. If you're using your landing net, it is an important fish. So you want something that is not going to let you down. And this Response Ultra is definitely that. An incredible piece of kit. It's 4 meters in length and 3 pieces. So you've got some options there as well. Within the pieces, you've got 2 threaded sections. You've got the thinner top section with the thread on when using it at the full 4 meter length. Also, you can take that top section off and you've got a thread in there in the second section, leaving you with around about a 2.7 meter landing net handle that's unbelievably stiff and strong. We've got the textured areas as well throughout the handle. So when you're trying to get your handle apart or put it together, you've got that extra bit of grip on each section to make sure you can get them apart really easily. This is an incredible landing net handle. We have done it again at Preston Innovations. The Response competition. This is a fantastic landing net handle. This carries the same characteristics as the 4 meter Response Ultra. So this is a 3-piece 4 meter handle. We've got some beautiful textures finishes here on these handles where you take apart each section, you've got that little bit of extra grip, and when you're putting them together or screwing your handle on, you're not slipping around on the nice smooth handle. We've got these lovely textured areas on all the handles and towards the end of the handle as well. So when you're reaching, you know where the end of the handle is because you've got that feel, that little bit of extra texture. It's a lovely touch. A really fantastic 4 meter landing net handle, again with 2 threaded sections. This competition handle has all those great characteristics. Again, it's light, it's stiff, it's strong. It's perfect if you're the sort of angler that likes using long landing net handles all the time. If you're always on one of those venues where those fish just come up just out of reach, this landing net handle is going to be the one for you. The Response Carp 3 meter landing net handle. Now, if you are a bagger, if you love going out and catching loads of big weights on commercial fisheries, this is going to be the landing net for you. This is an incredibly strong, stiff, but remarkably light landing net handle at 3 meters. That perfect length for bagging on commercial fisheries. The nice thing about this landing net handle is it's 2-piece, okay? So there's not the thinner top section. We're straight onto that second section, if you like, with the threaded part in that section, meaning it's unbelievably strong and unbelievably stiff, just where you need it to be. The finish on these handles is a fantastic, super smooth with the same textured areas at the top, at the joint and at the bottom, so you know where your handle is at all times. They look absolutely fantastic. You're going to need nothing more if you're a commercial angler with this Response carp handle. The Response, a 1 metre extension piece. So we've got a 1 metre Response extension piece. So if you do want to take your 3 metre Response carp up to 4 metres, you've got that option. Or if, like me, often you go in places where you might want to use your land net handle, do a little bit of weed cutting, or just to reach on a very difficult, awkward venue, you can take the 4 metre handles up to 5 metres. That incredible extra length, just in case you don't want to miss out on that match-winning fish. The Hardcase Compact Kit Safe. Now this is a great example of why the Hardcase material has been so popular, because we know that you love to keep your top kit safe and separate sometimes when you're traveling out onto the bank. So what we've done is we've looked at the 2-piece standard top kit that you can get for all your poles and made sure that we've minimized the size of this hard case to ensure that you're not taking up any excess space. It can take up to 20 2-piece top kits in it, but if you only want to take, say, 6 or 10 top kits in a case, nice and compact, this is going to do the job perfectly without being oversized. It's got a fantastic padded carry strap, which can be removed if you want it to be. And of course, we've got all the Velcro fittings within the case that will allow you to hold your top kits securely in place. If you're someone who just carries 2-piece top kits and you want to keep all your fishing gear as light and as compact and as safe as possible, this compact kit safe is going to be exactly what you need. The Hardcase Kit Safe. This is the ultimate storage solution when you're using top kits of any length or spare pole sections. So basically this is an extended version of the compact kit safe that we have that allows you to use the very in vogue 1-piece F1 style top kits as well. So you can even have them pre-made up in here if you want to, but effectively it's long enough to house any top kit that you want, either the 2-piece or the single 1-piece top kits. Again, if you want an odd spare pole section or you just want to carry an odd spare pole section in with this, you can do. It's actually capable of carrying up to 20 top kits. So it's, again, a beautiful piece of luggage, especially when you're using that hard case material. Strong, durable, excellent quality zips, and a padded carry shoulder strap. It's got everything you need to carry your top kits, as well as using the Velcro straps within them to keep them nicely safe and secure. The Hardcase Kit Safe is a brilliant piece of luggage. The Pole Safe Hardcase. Now we know how incredibly popular this product has been, something that you guys have absolutely loved. It's a brilliant way of safely transporting your pole to the bank as minimally and as safely as possible. The Pole Safe Hardcase has been an unbelievable winner, but at Preston Innovations, we always like to try to develop and expand what we're doing, and we listen. We like to hear what you guys have got to say. And you've said you want a product that maybe just fits a slightly wider range of poles and a slightly wider range of products. And as well, some of you like to keep the end caps on your pole, which means when you're putting them all together, it's that little bit wider. So we've made our existing Pole Safe that little bit wider and that little bit longer, just to make sure it's going to fit your pole. So now you can use the Preston Innovations Hardcase Pole Safe carryall to take your poles to the bank. Inside the carryall itself, we've also taken this opportunity to adjust the Velcro straps. So now we've got a fold over style Velcro strap. It's easier to use, quicker to use, and more secure. So when you're carrying your poles and keeping them all wrapped up in this hard case, you can be totally sure they're going to avoid damage on the way to the venue. What a fantastic product. The Hardcase Pole Safe XL. Now, just like the normal Pole Safe, we've made a few adjustments to this winning product. Slightly bit longer and a slightly bit wider, because you can get up to 8 pole sections in this case. It's a massive case, so if you like to carry 2 poles and a few bits, you can get it all in here super easy. Again, we've made it a little bit wider, so if you like to have the end caps on, if your pole's a little bit longer than the norm, you know that it's going to fit in this hard case carryall. It's an absolutely amazing product. So just like the other ones, we've listened again, we've used the Velcro straps as well, changed it to that fold over design. So now if you're carrying 2 poles, lots of expensive fishing equipment, you can securely keep it in place and make sure that you're happy when you're loading it in your vehicle and carrying it onto the bank. The Hardcase Pole Safe XL, a brilliant product. Absolute Pole Roller XL. Our Absolute Pole Rollers have been an incredible success, a roller that you guys have absolutely loved. We've got some great features on these rollers, such as the double adjustable legs, the legs that adjust on their position as well, so you can flatten them a bit more out, get them a bit lower down to the ground. They go super high. We've got the removable central bar in there, and you can stagger the posts at the end to the angle that you want. It's a roller that you've absolutely loved. We've now made an XL version. Anglers out there have asked for the biggest, the best roller available. We have done it. This thing is huge. If you want a huge pole roller, if you want to just throw your pole back and know it's safe and secure on the biggest roller around, we now do it. It can do any terrain, up high, low, it'll go super high, it'll go right down low. It's an incredible pole roller, and the extra width that you've got there means you're never going to miss it. It's a huge, brilliant pole roller, no doubt the best there is. Our superior luggage has proved incredibly popular. The roller and Bruce bag was a complete winner, and now we've done the XL version. So along with our new XL rollers, if you want to make sure you can get longer pieces of kit in your tackle bag, you've now got the option to carry a Roller and Roost XL bag. These are going to be really popular for you guys who love that. All their equipment's a little bit bigger. You want to get everything in one bag. Of course, there's 2 zip seal pockets on there as well, so you've got options to take other bits in. It's been incredibly popular in the standard size, and for those of you that want to use those bigger rollers, no doubt this is going to be a winner. Inception pole rollers have proved ever so popular since we brought them out and introduced them to you guys on the bank. Now we've got a Super Pro XL Inception roller. This is our biggest yet, with double extending legs. It means it's going to cover that many more different types of terrain and be suitable on so many occasions. It also lays perfectly flat on the ground when you collapse the legs away, nice and secure. It all comes with an integrated spirit level, which is very, very important to make sure you're getting your pole roller level. Inception pole rollers have proved mega popular. No doubt this is a brilliant addition to the range. The Coolmax 50 Brolly. This is a must-have product for those scorching summer days, because not only is this material waterproof, but it's also UV protective. So the inside lining of this brolly is like a white material, so it's really cool underneath. So on hot days, sometimes the heat can really gather under dark brollies. These brollies are designed not only to be waterproof and act as a brilliant brolly, but also to repel UV and just keep you nice and cool out of the sun on those hot days. Of course, it comes with an extra long pole, as always, to make sure that you can get the position that you need to keep you nice and clear and out of the way, not worrying too much about getting in the way. But also it comes with the pegs and the guide fitting options at the back of the brolly to make sure you can secure it down and it doesn't blow off if it's a bit breezy. A different type of brolly, but one that's going to be very, very effective. The Dura Carp 600. Now this is a really strong, short length, 6 metre pole. It's got lovely strength, balance and rigidity, and it's basically designed for those guys who want to do some simple, straightforward pole fishing for some big fish. It comes pre-fitted with a roller puller XL, and it's got the PTFE bushes in the end of the top kit itself. Don't forget, all the areas on this pole are reinforced to make sure they're super strong and reliable, especially for when you're taking them apart, and obviously along the joint sections, that's where you need the reinforcement. All the sections are super strong, and it's just a simple take apart design. It's a great lightweight 6 metre pole that you can get out on the bank and do some fishing. The DF Ultra waterproof suit from Preston Innovations. Now this is a fantastic waterproof suit from Preston Innovations and something that's got loads of features that I can run through with you. First of all, there is a high grade 3-layer 25,000mm waterproof material. For anyone who doesn't know the specs when it comes to that, that is high grade waterproof material. Really good. And also, massively importantly, the material is incredibly breathable. What you don't want to be doing is sweating up in a waterproof suit. You need something that's going to breathe and obviously keep the water out for downpours, heavy rain, whatever it might be. And one of the great features about this suit, with the waterproof rating and the breathability, it comes with a Teflon Eco-Light finish. Now this is really nice. This Teflon finish is super comfortable, super smooth, and helps repel the water when it lands on it. It's going to come off this material really easily, and it's a great feel for you as well. So when you're sat there on the suit, it's really comfortable and not all crunchy and crispy when you move it around. A really, really nice feature of this suit. Now, of course, one of the things we've got to look for on a waterproof suit is where water's got a chance to get in. The seams, the zips, those sort of places. We've got some high quality taping across all the seams, and as well we've got the storm flaps on the zips to make sure that your suit is going to stay waterproof even in the heaviest of conditions. We've also got Velcro fasteners around the cuffs and a tight Velcro neoprene style grip around there along your cuff, just to stop that water working its way back up the arms. We've tried to think of everything on this suit, along with the elasticated shoulder straps, just to make sure we keep everything nice and tight, nice and free moving across your... We wanted something nice and flexible and comfortable when you're sat on the bank, and this suit's going to do that. The full suit includes a jacket and a bib and brace, which again is obviously really important. Bib and brace is a fantastic addition when you're fishing, keeps you clean, keeps that overlap between jacket and trousers and stops the water getting in. This suit also comes in a range of sizes from small all the way up to 4XL, so there is bound to be one that suits you. This full DF Ultra waterproof suit is an absolute winner, our best quality waterproof suit yet. The DF Ultra waterproof trousers. Now, not everybody wants a full bib and brace, especially in the summer months. A pair of waterproof trousers can be really handy. And just like the DF Ultra suit, there's some key areas of reinforcement and things that we thought about to make sure everything is bang on. So first of all, you've got that same 25,000mm waterproof rating material, along with the high breathability, which is great for your trousers. An adjustable waistband there to keep you nice and comfortable, and of course we've got the waterproof zips and the storm flaps on the pockets just to keep everything nice and dry. It's got that beautiful Teflon Eco Elite finish, which is fantastic, feels really comfortable. Definitely the best set of waterproof trousers I've ever seen in terms of comfort, fit and quality. These are an absolute winner. The Hardcase Bait Safe. This is a fantastic new addition to the Hardcase range. We've got the oversized Hardcase lid in this tub, which comes with 4 bait safe containers. Now these containers hold around 2.8 pints each, which is around about 1.5 litres. And these are brilliant because you can get all 4 of these containers into the bait safe nice and securely, a perfect fit, maybe perfect for say 2, 4, 6 and 8mm pellets. So the nice thing about this tub, it's been custom made to fit 4 of these bait safe tubs. Again, an oversized lid, easy to carry, nice and secure to keep your bait dry on the peg. Bait safe containers. Now this is something that I've used in my fishing for a long time. I love to keep my bait nice and dry, secure and sealed on the bank. And it means it's really easy when I get home. I literally can just put the containers in my garage. I don't have to worry about my bait. These bait safe containers come in a range of sizes, 0.3, 0.7, 1.2 and 1.6 litres. Okay, so you've got a range of sizes there. They feature this twist lock lid. Now the twist lock lid, you literally just place the lid on the top, twist it round and you've got an airtight seal in your tub. So if you've got say dead maggots, casters, those sorts of baits, and more importantly, dry pellets. You can keep all your dry pellets in these sorts of tubs. They are fantastic for transporting your bait to the bank securely and not ruining your other bait. So if you've got bait that critically needs to be kept nice and dry, or you don't want liquid escaping from your tub, these are the perfect tub for you. They fit in really nicely together. They all stack nicely in your bait container. You can pick the sizes to suit you. These are going to be a brilliant addition to looking after your bait. The new compact padded unhooking mat. Now, in a world of social media where everybody likes to have a catch shot, or maybe if you're just looking to hold that nice fish for a shot, or obviously if you're weighing in and you're just worried about the fish again on the ground, having an unhooking mat is great practice. So this is a really easy to carry, fold away, compact unhooking mat. It's lightweight. It's something that if you love having a catch shot done, or if you love something like that, it's a great thing to have with you just to make sure all the fish are in the best possible condition before you return them to the water. The dimensions are 75 by 50, 2 centimeters thick, folded up. It's still 50 by 25. So it's really small and compact when it's folded away, and it only weighs 275 grams. A really nice addition, lightweight material. Let's look after those fish. If you love a bait tub, now's the time to get excited because we've got some cool new additions to the range. First of all, we've got a 4-pint bait tub in our current bait tub design. Now, these are really nice tubs because we put these little legs around the top of the tub, which stops them all locking together. It stops that airlock together when you can't get your bait tubs apart. They've been mega popular bait tubs, and we've now added a 4-pinter to the range because some of you are going, you want loads of bait on your side tray. We totally get it. So we've added that into the range just to expand the capacity a bit more. We've then got a little 2-pint Maggot Riddle there. So effectively, sometimes you want to riddle your bait off, sometimes you want to drain your bait off, or you just want to riddle your maggots on the bank. Literally, you just pop this inside one of the bait tubs, put your maggots on, and they'll crawl through there, no problem whatsoever. And that's brilliant because it'll mean the debris on the top. That's a really handy little addition to our bait tubs for sure. Along with that, we've also done a Ventor window tub. Now, this is a fantastic little idea because obviously a lot of the time when your bait is in a bait tub, your bait ends up sweating up quite a bit. Even when you've got like little holes in the standard bait tub lid that we've seen for years and years. This tub's got the Ventor windows along the top of the tub and in the lid, which means all your bait is nicely in the bottom. It's not all getting all the dust and all the debris isn't coming out, but the bait can breathe really easily. That's going to be a really, really useful bait tub, and certainly something I'll be adding to my range. Then finally, we've got the old favourite, the 6-pint elongated bait tub. This is a style of tub we used to have in our range and a load of you loved. When we brought the new tubs out, you were all disappointed it wasn't there. Don't worry, now it's there. It's great. It's great for holding ground bait in, big masses of, say, micro pellets, something like that. Or even if you just want to keep loads of maggots to hand on your tub, you've obviously got something there with an option. Of course, comes with a lid, a brilliant bait tub. ICS inline Dura method feeders. This is the medium. Now, I don't think that these feeders need any introduction. The most popular feeder we have ever done. An incredible method feeder that has caught literally millions of fish up and down the country and across Europe. It's a brilliant, successful design that works so well in all of the current sizes. Currently we had a small, large, extra large. There is space there for the medium, and this is exactly what we've done. It's the size that we've always wanted. It's when you're looking to up your game from a small style feeder, now you've got the option to step it up a size to the medium. It's roughly double the capacity of what a small method feeder is. So you're putting a lot more bait in every cast, maybe on those bigger waters or in those summer months when the fish are really feeding. We've played around with the design, making sure the bar spacing is absolute perfection, and as always, the weight distribution on the feeders is perfect. It comes with a mould, of course it does. You can't use these method feeders without a mould. A mould definitely gets the best out of them, and like all the ICS feeders, it means it's quick change. You can take it off, exchange it for the small, the large, the Dura Banjo, whatever you need. This is going to be a mega popular addition to the ICS range. Where you fish these days is becoming more and more important. You definitely want to know exactly where you're casting on before you start fishing. And in order to do that effectively, we've done these feature finding leads. Now, a straightforward bomb is great. You can cast it out and you can drag it back over where you're fishing to try to get an idea whether you're fishing on gravel, stones, weed, silt, whatever it might be. But these leads have been designed with small nodules on them around the top end, which means when you cast them out, if you're dragging it back, it will get caught on anything lightly. Obviously it will easily come off, but it'll just pick it up as you're dragging it along, so you know whether it's stones. You can clearly see when you bring the lead back if there's any weed or debris. You need to be sure that where you're fishing is nice and clean and obviously not too rocky, so you're fishing in the right place to optimize what you're catching. So these lead come in 30 grams and 45 grams. That's an ounce and a half in old money. And they give you an opportunity to cast out and find exactly what's in your swim so you can get the best out of it. A lovely new addition to the Rod Safe Rod Rest range is this Rod Safe method. Now, if you go method feeder fishing, if you've been on a commercial, you know the bites are savage. The rod's wrapping round and we need to make sure your rod is completely secured on your rod rest, and these are going to do exactly that. The rod rest itself is perfect. It's going to trap your rod and stop it getting pulled into the lake. So all you need to do when the rod bends round, pick your rod up smoothly, away from the crook at the end, and you're going to be straight into the fish. It looks a bit different, but it works incredibly well. The Rod Safe method. The floating disgorger baiting needle. So effectively, our floating disgorgers have been really effective. They've been great. You've been really happy with them. We like to give you guys a little bit more flexibility. You've asked for something a little bit smaller as well. So on this one, we've actually got the old end that was the smallest end on the bigger disgorger. That's now the big size. And at the other end, we've got a smaller size disgorger for those of you that are using smaller hooks, maybe silverfish, that sort of thing. Absolutely a great feature of the last one was when you unscrewed it, you had a knot picker inside. This one, when you unscrew it, has got a baiting needle in the middle. A really handy addition, because when you want to obviously bait up, sometimes you're thinking, where is it? I've lost it. You can just unscrew and you get that function in the middle. Basically, an all-round disgorger baiting needle, and it floats. What more do you need? Stops in small and extra small. Now, the line stops that we've been using have been mega popular, whether it be waggler, feeder rigs. They've worked really well and you guys have loved them. Supplied on the wire, you simply slide them up your line. They're nice and secure, nice and tight on your line, and brilliantly, all our stops have a lovely flat edge. It's a lovely addition, and it means even if you want to put 2 or 3 together, they sit really neatly on your line together. We know that you guys wanted a small and maybe even an extra small version, so now we do both. We've got small and extra small to add to the incredibly popular stops range. No doubt you'll want to give them a go.